Hi everyone, welcome to another installment of Learn with Lily Jack. Today we're going to go over throw pillows, so let's get started. The first type of throw pillow that is typically specified, that's usually pretty standard, is a knife edge with a plain seam. And that's what this is. You can see it here. Seaming is plain. There's no special detailing or stitching on it at all. It's just one seam that's put on the inside of the pillow. And you always do want to definitely specify a non-resting zipper that has a little bit of a pocket so that when the zipper is closed, it's able to just hide that zipper head. So that's the first line, knife edge pillow. For a little change up on a knife edge, we add a self-welt detail. So this is a knife edge with a self-welt. In this case, we're using a small welt. You can indicate the size of the welt that you'd like. Some clients will actually specify 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch. I would just say that the fabric will determine the thickness that we can do for the welt and how thin we can go. So the thicker the fabric, the larger the welt will be. We can use the smallest cord available, and so definitely this is a kidney pillow with self-welt. For the next pillow, we talk about this pillow being a boxed pillow. So this is still a throw pillow. The boxing here is determined by the size and scale of the pillow. This is I believe a 20 by 20. I'm just gonna verify that really quick. And you do wanna measure the pillow to the widest point, so you want to make sure that the pillow is pulled pretty straight, and this is actually an 18. So this is an 18 by 18 pillow with a 1.5 inch boxing. So you can specify the boxing at different sizes, but this is something that works really well with the 18 by 18. This one is done with a plain seam. You can specify it with self-welt at the seam, so there would be 2 welts here. Very similar to the kidney pillow that we showed earlier with the self-welt. So you would just have to specify boxed throw pillow with self-welt or plain seam. That's the boxed throw pillow. So this is a throw pillow that actually has a flange detail. And the flange detail in this pillow, we've radiused the corners and we're using a 1/4 inch flange. It's where a 1/4 inch of the material sticks up past the regular seam. Some clients will specify an 1/8 inch. They'll go very small. They will also go all the way up to an inch. And in that case, we would miter the corner here and just put a mitered seam in the corner. So again, this is a flange detail for a throw pillow, 18 by 18. So when you're specifying your pillows, obviously fill is a big determining factor in what you want to use for your project. We will go over that in the next episode in more detail and really talk at length about different fills and the cost impact and how they feel and how they perform. But when you're specifying your sizes, you kind of want to keep a few things in mind. And I happen to have a lounge chair right here where I want to set the pillow and show you, this is an 18 by 18 pillow. This has a down feather fill. So you can see it really compresses quite easy. But most of the time on specifications, we only receive the size of the actual pillow. So we will get an 18 by 18 pillow. The issue with that is that the fullness of the pillow, we don't really know how to determine that and what you're looking for. So sometimes there's a photo, sometimes there isn't. And if you can specify the depth of your pillow, this is a really key factor in us making something that's really gonna work for you and that you're gonna like. Pillows are very subjective and they're very personal as far as what people like. So how you can gain the dimension for that is by placing the pillow on a flat surface. So right now, the only flat surface is on the floor. So I'm just gonna show you how that works. And you wanna just make sure that the pillow has return on it, and then you can go ahead and take your measurement. Now, as I talked to you before in previous episodes, you can do the fast version of this, which is just bending your tape measure over to gain the crown, which is at 7 inches. You can also take a flat piece of wood or metal or a ruler or something like that and also measure from the floor to where the height is. This gives us the fill, but you know, there's also a couple other factors, which is weight. And depending on the type of material, it might have a different density and a different weight and a different feel. So it gets a little bit more complex, and that's something that should be done at the time that you look at samples, and sometimes just ask for a sample of one pillow if you're going to be doing multiples. Definitely you want to feel it and see how it works with what you're working with. So thanks for joining us for throw pillows today and just going over the basics. We will get into fill in our next episode, so stay tuned.